think I'm running out of rubber. Dude, that was next level. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we've made it here. We are at Zwartkops. We're getting ready. It is Friday, the practice day, and we've got our first practice up at 8 o'clock. We're sharing a workshop here thanks to the Ramseys. Their car is actually for sale. Going through the suspension components to kind of just make sure everything is tight, and then just do all the basic stuff. So tire pressures, check the fuel, all of that. I must go and do documentation. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Got my transponder, so this will go in the car, face down, so I can get lap times. Okay. Okay, we're pretty much ready to go. So the goal of this session is to stay out of trouble, just do laps and put some heat into the car, make sure everything's alright so that we don't have any issues. Our next session is only at 12. So we've got some time. We need to redo the alignment, take out some camber in the front, we've got too much. So we must just stay out of each other's way. Dead. What the actual F? Oh, that is so annoying. It's the kill switch. The car feels very strong. Let this guy go past. me, this car's faster. Woo! Figure out the braking. You need to learn to drive it, but it's so fast. Behind me. Okay, that's the first time I spun there.
I'm Jacques from SSBB Builds. I've been racing front wheel drive for over 8 years. I won a championship, came runner up in 2 others. I'm building this BMW to find out what it's like to be involved with rear wheel drive cars and the classic BMW heritage. Join me on this discovery as I share my passion.
Okay, so first session done. I'm super happy with the car. I was originally quite skeptical, but it's just because we've done so much work on the car. I was taking it easy. As I went out, the car just died, and it was the master kill switch, the little red flap fell down, so got to sort that out. And then once I was out, I kind of just found some rhythm, got out of the pack, and Economides came up behind me and we did some chasing. He dived me into turn 1, and then from there I just chased him a bit, and yeah, so we just need to find some time. Like I knew. Ultimately the car is doing the right time for Class D. What else happened? Yeah, when I was chasing Economides coming up to turn 4, the brake booster makes it really easy to lock up, so I locked up the brakes, and unfortunately went off. Luckily not too badly, but so now we're just going to go over the car and make sure everything's fine, take all the stones out and set it up for session 2. But I'm super happy. The car is amazing. It turns, it does everything. It does everything. So even on old rubber. So once we go to new rubber, I think we might even be too quick for the car. So we'll have to just watch that. But yeah, great session.
Although the BMW Club has various classes, these classes are all based on time limits. It's not like a spec series where each class has a specific set of rules you have to adhere to. The classes are based on certain times per track. So if you go faster than a certain time, you then fall into the next class. We didn't know what lap times I was going to be able to do with this car, so they just put me right at the back into class E, and then once we started doing lap times we'd kind of figure it out. So the goal was always to get out of class E as quick as possible and just kind of see where we got to from there.
Okay, so we're gonna go out. There is an M2 here. Missed his session, so he's coming out with us. Someone dropped a bunch of oil. So the goal is go out, have fun, be wary of the oil. Try and do consistent laps. Try and be a bit more consistent with the times. Short shifting to first round here. Be careful with foot there. fuel surge there. We were 1196 or something. So I have to go into first down the back straight. So that ended up being a really tough session. There was oil all over the track from the previous cars. They covered it with cement, but it was still killing the lap times, and you just couldn't find the edge grip in the tire and on the track. There also was a lot of traffic that I had to navigate through, and I just really couldn't get a good lap with a good grip and couldn't put together a good lap time. We did a fair amount of laps though, so we gathered good data and also checked out the fuel consumption, but ultimately we needed more lap time. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just pulling the camber back a bit. I felt the front end almost like we were overpowering the tires a bit, so we're just pulling the camber back to give it a bit less camber on the front to try help with the braking and use more of the front tires. So we'll see if it works. Going out, still on the old tires. So let's try and have some fun. This was the first real session I actually got to test the car in anger. After we made the camber change, the car felt really good on the front end, especially in the braking zones, and I really got to grips with the grip level and how the car felt in the high-speed corners. I ended up making a couple of mistakes while pushing too hard, but ultimately I managed to get a decent lap time out of the car. Qualifying. The time where you have to put everything together. Everything you've learned about the track, about the day, about the car, all the setup you've put in. You have to make it count. I was super nervous because I didn't have a lot of track time in this car and I wasn't particularly comfortable behind the wheel, but I had no choice. I had to just kind of put it all together and do the best that I can. I knew I had a low 13 in me, but it wasn't going to be enough, and I wanted to be somewhat competitive, so let's see. So funny enough, two interior GoPros failed on this qualifying session. So what I can give you is this: a rear facing camera and an interior facing camera facing me. So enjoy. It was a pretty stellar lap. I'm super proud to have done this lap time. Okay, I just want to talk to the man quickly. Alright, so qualifying done. I think it was a good qualifying. The car felt amazing. At no point did it feel like we were losing the tyre or anything like that. So I think I saw a 13.1 on my dash.
It's hot in here, alright!
Mike was showing me, Mike Ramsey, come in on that last lap, and I got traffic anyway. So the car was just amazing. It's just so nice to drive. It's dancing around, doing all the right things. So I'm so happy. We'll see now where we land up, but ultimately Mike kind of showed me a 4, so I don't know, maybe that's 4th, but I mean, I'm just over the moon ecstatic because the car made it. So tomorrow's race day, let's go. So after everything was said and done, the BMW Club moved me up from Class E into Class D because of the time. The breakup for Class D was a 1 minute 12.5. I did qualify 4th in the standings, but the guy in Class D with the quickest time was 1 minute 12.3. So he was moved up into Class C, therefore placing me 3rd in Class D. The times were super close. It was something like a 1:12.68, a 1:12.76, and then a 1:12.78 or something like that. Super close between the top 3, and I was again just ecstatic I was able to extract that time from the car. Over the moon. Yeah, so it's the first race. The schedule for the day is massively delayed, so the goal really, we're racing so late and it's so hot, so the goal really is just to do well. We qualified 3rd, so I'm massively impressed with that. The goal is don't crash the car, finish the race. That's really the goal. There's nothing to prove. The guys are great guys, and you know, it's just amazing to be on the podium just for qualifying. So super excited. So let's see how it goes.
So catch me if I fall.
as you can see with this black E90 behind me, I was struggling so much to keep him away in the braking zones. Later on I found out that these guys are running quite a lot more rubber, so in other words a much wider tyre than I was, and I suspect that this, combined with the braking issue on the brake booster, was why I was losing so much in the braking zones. You can see this E36 behind me. It's running 265 rubber all round. It's madness. And he can carry so much more corner speed than I can. So I really didn't expect the E46 to catch me on the brakes the way he did from so far back. But yeah, I just couldn't hang on in those braking zones. So it's definitely an area of development on the car. And I think we can just go so much faster if we just go a little wider.
Pushing so hard trying to catch these guys, but I think I'm running out of rubber. I don't have enough rubber. Not that confident on the brakes. I can see the guys are catching me. Running out of tires. Woo! Pushing on. I don't know what times I'm doing. I didn't want to defend too much against these guys. They've definitely got the edge in terms of tyre. I'm pushing these old used 205s to the absolute limit. So I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Got to be careful of the snap. If you're going too hot there, snaps on you. All I need is for those guys to start fighting. Let's freaking go! Checking temps. Woo! So hot. Traction limited. the last lap. Not gonna catch those guys. Woo! I'm exhausted. Temps are good. Not bad considering I built this thing in my garage. And never raced the front wheel drive. Come on, turn, you bastard! Okay, well, that was fun. I tried. I was running out of tire, man. Woo! I was running out of tire like hectic. Woo! Man, it is so hot, I can't even tell you. Hopefully I'm still recording. I am. I tried, I just ran out of tire. And I tried. It was fun. Oh shit. Dude, that was next level. I ran out of tire.
I thought so.
It just couldn't hang with them, mate.
Semi-sharp one.
Woo! Tough with that, man. Yeah, it was wild. I tried my best. In the end, I think we just ran out of tire. Like, I wasn't able to brake where the other guys were braking, and you know, they just outbraked me, dived me. I wasn't going to try and defend and whatever. I tried a couple of times, but the car's good everywhere else, but yeah, it's just, I think I just ran out of tire because it started loosening up through 4 and then understeering through 6 and whatever. But ultimately I'm still amazed with the package. Yeah, super chuffed. It was an amazing race. It's next level hot. So let's see how race 2 goes. I see there's dark clouds coming, so we might race in the rain. If you want to see some more of this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Just click on the subscribe button, hit the bell, and you're good to go. So in the end, I finished 6th place. Super happy with that. The car performed really well. It was a lot of fun, and with no incidents with other drivers, so super pumped. The second race was an inverted grid in the top 6, so which meant I'm starting on pole. Happy days. Okay, so what we're going to do, it looks like there's some rain coming, so this tyre has been taking a punishment the whole weekend. What we're going to do is take the front, right and left, swap them around. Basically you take the tyre and turn it on the rim, and then you do this. That tyre, the front right, is in a much better condition than the front left. So if the rain does come, which it is, then you know, we'll just have a bit more rubber. And if it doesn't and we race in the dry, it's fine. Might have a bit more front end grip. So well, let's see, we're going to try everything. Woo. Hot. like it's rubbing somewhere. What the fuck? That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. Bit of a shit start. Unfortunately, something was rubbing on the front left hand corner, so I just didn't want to take the risk because I didn't know if it was a loose bearing. Everything was fine before, but in the warm-up you can hear it when as soon as I turned the car right and loaded up on the left side, it made like a knocking noise as if it was a bearing or something smashing something on this side, and I just wasn't prepared to take the risk, especially because through turn 4 it's such a high load corner. So unfortunately I just pulled in, decided to save the car because I just didn't know what was going to happen. So that's unfortunately racing sometimes. So we had an amazing first race, but sometimes it's better to just, you know, err on the side of caution. It's a pity because we were really set up for an amazing race, but either way either way it was just better to save the car. Can't really see what's going on. It looks like something between a wheel bearing. I don't feel any play, and the spring may be touching the wheel, or there's play in the subframe or the bush or something. I can't really isolate it now, but you can hear it in the video. And so yeah, we'll just save the car. But what a great end to the year.
It's rather a pity though that you ready to start in pole position there for the first real race.
Yeah, it's a pity. We started in pole because the top 5 they reverse gridded, so but this happens, you know. It's better to save the car than to bin it. So yeah. But anyway, we'll come back again. It was an amazing event. We put in some killer times, even with the 215s. I saw one of the other cars had 265s on. The guy that was behind me, a 265, it's madness. So the fact that we were keeping up with them with this car, this tyre and this package is amazing. And I'm just over the moon with the performance of the car. So I like it. I like the 17. We just need to go for a wider tyre. That means we have to space the wheel out a bit more. We need a lighter wheel. This wheel is actually too heavy. And maybe a 9J, and go for a 225 or 235. But that's it. Other than that, the package is amazing. I love it. The engine performed well. Everything. The cooling was good. It never overheated. So yeah.
Especially on a hot day like this.
Yeah, man, race 1. Oh, it must have been 33, 34, something like that. Inside the car was like 60. It was mental. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, for following. Thank you everybody who supported this build and the channel, and I'm so excited about the future. We're just gonna have to see what's next for us and for the car. Thanks for watching. Ciao.